Hey everyone, welcome.
Hello.
I'm Melissa, and
I'm
with me I
Roxana.
have every time I put the wrong way.
It's the other way.
Maybe I
I'm
learned for
Roxana.
the last one. Thank
Next
you for
time you will do it
joining.
right.
Okay, I'm gonna practice it. There's a lot of people joining already. Nice.
Nice. Hello,
Remember to use
everyone.
the comment section in YouTube and Facebook. Let us know where you're
Yes.
from. Are you a teacher, student, maker? Have you done some Arduino projects?
Yeah, say hello. So today we're going to show a web camera control rover as tomorrow, May 7, we celebrate Space Day. Woo. And
Yes.
also our special guest is a mechatronics engineer that we will talk about his work with IoT, with satellites, and also an Arduino avocado.
What is that? We'll know
What is
later.
that?
Also, later in this episode, we will tell you how you can win some Arduino education goodies and how you can get your projects presented in one of the EduVision episodes. So stay tuned.
That would be awesome. Also this week, from May 3rd to May 7th, is the Teacher Appreciation Week in the US. So thank you to all the teachers out there for their hard work and the lasting contributions they've made shaping and inspiring our lives, especially in this time. So thank you to all the teachers out there.
Thank you, all educators and teachers. And if you
Thanks.
have some favorite teacher that you would like to give a shout out, you can comment and tag them in the comments.
That would be awesome. Yes.
Last week, we had two professors from Penn State University talking about quality remote hands-on learning strategies. And we also shared a project where you had to crack our Morse code message. And I went through the Facebook and YouTube comments, and I don't know, I didn't notice any right answer. So you can still, I'm not going to tell you what is the right answer for the Morse
Don't
code that
tell.
I had there behind me. So you can go and check the latest episode and
Yeah.
try to crack it.
Exactly. And if you missed that episode, you can watch it in our YouTube or Facebook channels, and also follow the tutorial we had for the Morse code exactly in Education EduVision.
Yes, so you can find the tutorial from there. You find the episode from there too. So if you want to create your own Morse code project.
Yeah, try that. And before we start with talking with our guest, we want to show you some Star Wars themed projects because this Tuesday, May the 4th, we celebrate the Star Wars Day.
Yay. And I can
Awesome.
actually share my screen. So you can find from the blog.arduino.cc
Yeah.
that there is we did a post where there's a bunch of different Star Wars projects that you can also create.
Yeah, that's great.
So here you can find 10 DIY projects, Arduino Star Wars projects. And we have a video, a few of these projects collected to a short clip that we would like to share with you. So let's take a look at that.
Some of them
Hello, today I will show you how to make and program this little Arduino game console on breadboard. Using 3 push buttons I can move my ship up and down and fire projectiles on enemy. Every time I hit enemy I get 1 point. But enemy, which is this big dead star, is also firing projectiles on me. Every time projectile hit me, I lose 1 life. At the beginning, game is very easy, but every 45 seconds it gets harder and harder. Enemy is smaller, faster, and enemy projectiles are also much faster.
The Force is with me, and I am with the Force, and I fear nothing. All this, as the Force wills it.
So you can find the full videos and the rest of the projects from our blog post.
Cool projects, very fun to watch.
Definitely.
So what do we have next?
Yeah, so more projects are coming later in this episode, but now it's time for our special guest, José Antonio Bagur.
Yeah, he's a lecturer and researcher at the Universidad of Guatemala. And he previously studied there mechatronics engineering before going to obtain his master's degree in IoT from the University of Salamanca in Spain. He has a particular interest in space projects. So Jose's research also focuses on developing open source low-cost nano-satellites hardware. And also Jose Antonio is part of the team that are running the Arduino Explore IoT webinars in Spanish that we talked about last week. So let's welcome Jose Antonio here.
Welcome.
Hello, how are you?
Hi, everyone. Hi. And greetings from Guatemala City right now.
Nice.
Yeah.
Very early there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's 9 o'clock in the morning.
Nice. Thank you for joining, Jose Antonio.
Thank you for the invitation. I'm really excited to be here.
Yeah,
we're really
are
excited to have
too.
you here. Yes.
Yeah.
We can start with the first question.
Yeah.
So I have here, you have been working with a lot of different kinds of space projects. And how did you get into working in that field?
Well, my space career, well, that sounds really, really professional. Well, I got into space because of my senior graduation project. So we started working with a group of friends at UVG, Universidad del Valle de Guatemala. We started to work as a senior project CubeSat. So we got into a CubeSat competition that is held in the United States. It is sponsored by NASA and other big organizations, big space-related organizations. So we just got into the competition, and the results were so good in that year. It was 2014, I think. Yeah, 2014. And we got some incredible results, considering that in Guatemala there is no formal aerospace science education. So we were just like newbies in that field. But we did a great job. So we decided that, well, the university decided that it was time to step up, and that's when the development of the first Guatemalan satellite started in 2014. Because of a cancer project, a space mission simulation, and that's it. That's what it started everything here in Guatemala.
Right.
Nice.
So then your research at the UVG is focused on developing open source low-cost nano-satellites hardware. Can you tell us a little bit more about that? And while you talk, I will share some pictures, right, of this project. So let's take a look.
Yeah, so the idea here in Guatemala at UVG, at Universidad del Valle, is to develop space-related projects that can help people in Guatemala, but as well in the world, to make our lives better. We want that all that space assets contribute into lives of persons. But the thing is that, you know, that Latin America has a complicated situation. So in Guatemala, we do not have, first of all, we do not have like a formal education in aerospace sciences. And also we have like really, we have we do not have a lot of resources like economical resources and all that stuff. So there's a lot of things involved in space. So the idea at UVG is to develop low cost solutions that can be used by anyone and that can be a good thing for Guatemalans and also for people around the world. So the idea is, I think there is that we can use open source hardware and also we can use open source tools like the Arduino platform and similar to make space and really cool projects. There's Arduino. There's David.
Yeah, here you have David
Yeah.
Cortelles.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, he was at the lab, and there's there's something like really cool about the work we did with the satellite is that there was more than 100 people involved in the development of the first Guatemalan satellite, and the mean age of all of that people was between 20 and 25 years. So
Wow.
Okay.
people was really like young, but and that's really awesome. There was a lot of young people that didn't know anything about space, and I am in that group of people that we don't know anything about space, but we work a lot to make things work, and we did it. We managed to complete the satellite, the first Guatemalan satellite, and right now it's orbiting Earth. It's in orbit. It is not functioning, but it worked for 7 months. And
Okay.
Cool.
yeah, in the pictures you can see some of the boards of the subsystems hardware we developed here in Guatemala. And something I would like to mention is that all of the subsystems, mostly all of that subsystems are Arduino based. So it's open source hardware. It's based on open source hardware, and the Arduino community was really um, uh, was one of the keys for the success. Also, like sharing all the knowledge and letting people to know what do you what are, how can you make things work.
Yeah. How is the Arduino community in Guatemala?
Oh, well, Arduino community in Guatemala is really big. There's a lot of people working in Guatemala around Arduino, and there's a lot of groups in social media, for example, Facebook, and there's also a lot of people making workshops and making webinars. And yeah, I think that Arduino is becoming something really big in Guatemala because there's a lot of people using Arduino as an educational platform and also taking advantages also as well in, for example, in industrial applications, medical applications, in academia. So yes, our Arduino community in Guatemala and I will say in Latin America is really big and really cool.
Yeah. That's nice to hear.
Yeah.
Is there, do we want to see, you had also a video. I don't know, do you have it, Rox, there? The video you had of the satellite. I have it if you don't.
Yeah.
We can check.
Let's take a look.
Yes. We can see that there's it's a quick one.
Yeah, it's not charging.
Okay. I can share from this
Yeah,
one. We can
that's
probably
better.
see.
Yeah, so there you can see the Quetzal Uno. The name of the first Guatemalan is Quetzal Uno, and there you can see that one of the goals of the satellite was to take pictures of Earth with and to test a multispectral sensor. So in the video you can see the phase where the camera lens is. So when the satellite is in Guatemala, is passing through Guatemala, it puts a filter, takes a picture, and then changes to another filter, and it makes that for four times with 4 different filters. So the idea of the first Guatemalan satellite and its mission was to test all of that technologies that are needed for a satellite to work. So we want to test all that technologies that most of them we develop it in-house here in Guatemala. The 70% of the satellite was developed in Guatemala by Guatemalans at UVG.
Okay.
Wow.
We have a few questions from the audience related to this. So there is a, how far can the signal be transmitted?
Well, the signal is when the satellite was working, it was being transmitted like around 400 kilometers.
Okay.
Yeah, the satellite is in a low Earth orbit. It means that it's really close to space to Earth, and low Earth orbit is around 400 kilometers to 600 kilometers.
Okay.
So yeah.
Yeah. Then we have another one also. What was the most difficult in the project?
Well, that's a really nice question, and it's a question that people always ask to the satellite team. Personally, I think that the most difficult thing was to break like those barriers and chains that do not let you to make things. So we had a lot of like misconceptions about that being from Guatemala, it's hard, but it doesn't mean that you cannot do anything. That you can do really cool stuff that right now is orbiting Earth. So I think more than a technical aspect, the breaking those barriers was the hardest part. But once we did, we made a satellite. It took us 7 years, but
Wow.
Yeah. Well, you did it.
yeah.
Exactly. There's also one
succeeded.
what type of charger is present for the battery?
Well, the batteries of the Quetzal, they charges with solar panels. So we had internally there's a circuit that manage the energy that comes from the solar panels. Yeah.
Oh,
Thank
nice.
you.
Yeah.
You have also another project.
Yeah. What
you're
about
work-
this?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like on the article, you mentioned that you're working with an IoT startup. And we mentioned something about like avocado, Arduino avocado. Can you tell us a little bit more about that?
Oh yeah, I work in right now. I'm working on a IoT startup here in Guatemala, and the purpose of this startup is to develop a IoT platform service that can generate predictive information to help agricultural companies
Yeah.
and also, for example, exporters of avocados, bananas, mangoes, all that stuff to reduce waste. So the idea is to make a digital twin. That's the name of the startup, and that this digital twin can like sense the environment and take decisions. So, for example, I have here the first prototype of a digital avocado. It seems
Nice.
really nice, but you cannot eat this. So the idea of this avocado is to put this inside the boxes where avocados move around the world and sense environmental data and also to sense shocks. For example, if you punch the box or something. And why we are doing that? Because we want to know what is happening to the avocados, and take decisions before it's too late. So one really cool thing about this is the first prototype. So you can see here the circuit. This is an Arduino based prototype. So also there's a lot of Arduino fandom here. Yeah, so that's the goal of this startup to make avocados intelligent and to connect it to the internet.
Oh, that seems really interesting.
Yeah, that's so nice. So you have done like a bunch of super interesting, like innovative projects. So it's very cool.
Yeah, I think it would be fun to follow the whole way from the avocado from there to here.
The
from
avocado
Guatemala
journey.
to Sweden. Yeah, how did it go? What did it feel? So it would be interesting. Yeah, definitely.
That would be nice. And
Is there something you would like to add to our audience?
Well, yeah, I will add. I will tell them that. Well, enjoy the ride. I think it's the most important thing. The satellite took 7 years, and the most like the coolest part of the making a satellite was the ride. Like all that, all the things that we made, all the things that we live day to day. So yeah, just enjoy the ride and learn a lot because
Yeah. Keep on trying. Like you
Yeah.
said, it can take some time, but
it can take
It's
some
really-
times, a lot of coffee and donuts, but
That's
eventually
also
you're
true.
going to yeah, donuts
Yeah.
and coffee was the official food of the satellite of the Guatemalan satellite. We just eat
For
so
sure.
much donuts and, yeah.
Thank you so much, Jose. Really, like, you're an inspiration. Thank you so much for sharing your work, and we can talk for hours. But if you want to read more about Jose Antonio's, we have an article called "Explore IoT: How Jose Bagur is Shining the Spotlight on Guatemala." So thank you so much, Jose, for joining and for sharing your knowledge and projects. Thank you
Thank
so
you,
much.
Melissa and Roxana.
thank you.
See you
Bye.
soon.
See you soon.
Bye.
So all of you who want to know more, you can find the article from our EduVision site, from arduino.cc/education/EduVision.
Yeah.
And also on that side, at the bottom of the site, you can sign up for our Edu newsletter. So you get all these links to your email. Once a week, you get a letter to your email with all the important links. For example, link to this article.
Exactly. And also, as we mentioned at the beginning, Jose Antonio is part of the team of our team that are running the Explore IoT webinars. So next webinar is going to be on Tuesday, next Tuesday, 11, I think. Yes, at 5 p.m. Central European Summer Time. And we will talk about the sensors, including in the Explore IoT. So to register, remember, these are for free. To register, you can follow the Arduino Facebook channel, or you can check your local Arduino education distributor's social media too. You can find yours on that link. You can register there.
You can find all our partners from there.
Exactly. Nice.
And if you want to train your skills for a career in space, we have the Arduino Engineering Kit Rev 2, which is a great tool for that. And before we talk about the Rover included in this kit, let's take a look at the EduSpotlight.
Nice.
Did you know that the Arduino Engineering Kit Rev 2 is the perfect toolbox to get started with AI using MATLAB and Arduino? AI stands for Artificial Intelligence, and it is proven to be an important tool, powering tasks and applications like smart assistants and data processing, amongst others. AI is making its way through the world, and even into space. For example, AI is an important part of NASA's Mars Rover mission to search for clues on the red planet that can lead us to new discoveries. Typically, NASA researchers would spend hours every day studying images and looking for relevant data. Thanks to AI, this task will instead take seconds. You can learn more about this with the Arduino Engineering Kit Rev 2 projects. By using MATLAB and Arduino, you can train your own rover to make specific actions based on image recognition algorithms.
Thank you. Today, for all of you watching this, we have a 15% discount on the Arduino Engineering Kit Rev 2.
Nice.
So it's until the end of the week, until Sunday. And remember that you don't see the discount when you go to the store. So you can find it from our store. And when you add the product to your shopping cart and go inside the shopping cart, then you see the discount. So don't worry if you go to the store and you don't see anything. It's for all of you. You only know that there's a discount.
Especially for you. So Space Day is celebrated annually on the first Friday of May, which this year is tomorrow. And it aims to promote the STEM, science, technology, engineering, and mathematics fields among young people. But it's also a day dedicated to observe everything in the great beyond.
Yes.
That's great. And let's see we have something related to that, right?
Yes,
Space,
yes.
CubeSats.
Let me share this. So last season, we had a guest from the U.S. Department of Education. We had Scott Stump. And he presented the CTE mission CubeSat project that they had for all the schools in the US. And now they have all the 5 finalists who received some mentorship and additional resources to implement their mission and build their CubeSat prototypes. And during the past few weeks, they've been having their launches. So if you go here to this site and to the block, you can find the flight week kicks off on April 23rd. And from here, you can find all the links to the student launches. So you can see how the 5 finalist teams, how their CubeSat looked like and how the launch went. And if you want to learn more about CubeSat, also NASA has a lot of great launch initiative resources on their site. So they have a own site for CubeSat and NASA CubeSats.
Cool. A bunch of information about space.
Yes.
And also, if you remember, this February 18, NASA successfully had a rover named Perseverance landing on Mars. How cool was that? So this Perseverance rover will search for signs of past microbial life, collect some samples, rocks, and soil for a future mission Mars to pick up and explore possible habitable environments. So the Perseverance rover has a camera, as you can see in the pictures, and it can be controlled remotely from Earth. So for today's project, as we mentioned, we would like to show you and talk a little bit about a webcam-controlled mobile rover included in the engineering kit. And the engineering kit was created in collaboration with MathWorks, and students can get 1 free year of this license for this software within the kit.
Yes, and MathWorks tools and the remote controlled rover, they're actually really great tools and great way to learn about Martian rovers and how we can control them accurately, but remotely all the way from Earth. And to talk about more about this project, we would like to include our colleague Ali.
Yes,
so,
let's welcome him.
Yes, you can add him.
Hello Ali.
Hello, Rox. Hello, Melissa. I see you.
Hello. Thank you for joining us today.
Thank you.
Ali is our colleague here at Arduino.
Yes.
And he will tell us a little more about the rover, but first we can take a look at the video of the rover.
Yes, let's take a look at the video first, and then we can see how we can make our own Martian rover.
Cool.
Nice.
Hello. Okay, so this is the rover that you just saw. We've got here. This is the webcam controlled rover, and it works as a differential drive robot. So there are 2 wheels, and with these 2, you can control the direction, how it moves, both the speed as well. And all of this is done through either the Arduino IDE, or you can use MATLAB and Simulink to do this. So as people making it the next Martian rover, we might want to use open loop control. But the thing is, the Martian surface has lots of hills, and there are some craters, and the material is different. So we need to be able to control it so that it can go smoothly. In the AK, you can learn about PID, or proportional integral derivative controller. And through this, you can have a closed loop control. This allows you to be able to control the motion precisely. And based on that precise motion, you can control where the rover moves through the webcam. So the webcam reads the 3 dots you can see here, and then using image processing, you can control where it moves and move it wherever you want to do. all of this is through a PBL-based approach. So everything's hands-on. There's no difficult prerequisites. You don't have to be a math whiz to do this. Anyone with sufficient perseverance can do this.
That's so true.
And we have the step-by-step guidance for how to assemble it, but also how to do all the programming.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's really cool.
And of course, this is only one of the projects you can do with the AEK. There are 3 other projects as well. And when you go through these projects and when you do these projects, that's only half of the fun. So you can use this as a base for making your own design. So you can use this for designing your own rover.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
we've got the nano motor control here, the nano motor carrier here. And this is what you could use as your own base to make your own robot. And not only can you use PID, but you can use different control systems such as fuzzy logic. And as we saw in the EduSpotlight, you can even use artificial intelligence to improve your control systems. And of course, there is image processing algorithm included. So you can also probe the surface and identify different materials and move where you want to.
Yeah.
So we look forward to seeing what the community does with the rover. And
Yeah.
it's a good time to start and get going. We look forward to seeing what you do.
Definitely. And remember, everyone, that there's the discount now until Sunday. And there were some questions if the math lab is included. So like we answered in the chat, includes a 1-year free trial license of MATLAB Simulink. There's the name of the person who asked it. So you get everything that you need for these projects in that one kit.
It's there. Yep. Thank you so
Thank
much,
you, Ali, for
explaining the
sharing.
rover. See you.
And if you
Nice.
have created already your own rover, or if you've created something else with the engineering kit, please share it with us. And like we
Yeah.
promised in the beginning of this episode, now you have this chance to share your projects with us, and maybe it's going to be here in EduVision
Yeah, we're
and presented
guests.
in one
Yes.
of the episodes. Yes.
That would be
And you
great.
get to win some Arduino merchandise. Let me share my screen so I
Let's
can
see
show
what
you
kind of
where you can
merchandise.
find all the information. So here, as you can see, so below the upcoming episode, we have Get Your Project feature. Oh, I have to update the page. There is a button. I know, I've seen it. Here, share your project. So when you click here, you go to the blog post with all the information you need to share your project. And then we're going to share some of them during the episodes that we have here. for
Yeah,
this
so we expecting a lot of your projects. So go there
Yeah.
and build your project and then share it with us. That would be
Yes.
great.
We're looking forward to see some creative and innovative projects. And I don't think anyone else has these cool Arduino. So there's the cap for
No one
sunny
has
summer
that.
days, or a notebook. There is
Oh, I
a water
like that.
bottle. If you're in Sweden like I am, it's pretty cold here, so you can get the beanie.
Yeah, really
It
cool.
even fits with my buns.
A bunch of cool things.
Definitely.
So yeah, exactly. Post your projects there.
Yeah, and you have time
yes,
throughout
exactly.
the season, but the quicker you are, the better chance you have to be presented in EduVision.
Exactly. So I think that's it for today, right?
Yes.
Yes. So join us live on Thursday 20th, as next week we're off, but on Thursday the 20th we're going to celebrate Sherlock Holmes Day with a cool guest that is specialized in escape rooms.
Yes.
So that
we're
would be
going to have
great.
our own code for you guys to crack, and we get to see some escape rooms with Arduinos. So,
Exactly.
and now you don't have any excuse. We don't have an episode next week, so you have all the time to create your Arduino
Exactly.
project and share it with
More
us.
than enough.
See you in
we want
2
to see
weeks.
projects. Thank you.
Bye.
Adios.